Good morning, natural gas. I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company, and this is the top news for natural gas. Number one, the U.S. has captured Venezuelan President Maduro. Number two, the U.S. weather models have backed off the cold until the third week of January and possibly the fourth week. Number three, the U.S. has become the first country to export 100 million tons of LNG. And number four, Berlin has suffered a power outage due to arson from a left-wing extremist group protesting fossil fuels. Let's turn to the spot February contract. We're currently trading at 341.90 or 341.80, down 20 cents or 5.53%. And as you can see, we're well below the 13 and 48 exponential period moving averages. And the RSI has still remained in the sell mode, but is getting very low. It's not making a new low compared to what we had on December 22nd. So we've got a little bit of convergence here between the RSI and price, which tells us we've got to be careful of a reversal coming soon. Why we're down? Because the weather forecast models once again went blowtorch warm here in the second week of January. The cold is now postponed at least to the third or maybe even the fourth week of January in the US. So prices remain under pressure. Let's turn to the hourly chart. And as you can see, we're down right around the third level of support, which comes in today at 341.30. So we're right there. And right now, the RSI is going sideways. So be careful here. We're down, but we're too far away from the moving averages. The RSI, again, on the daily chart is showing some convergence, which means we've got to be careful of a reversal to the upside. So what could cause that reversal? Well, the front to back spread. So let's take a look here. There's Jan Feb here. And currently right now we're trading at 55.1 cents on this particular spread. We're down 2.4 cents or a little bit over 4.17%. And the RSI is turning lower. So let's also look at the injection spread. This is the Jan 27 versus the April 2026. And as you can see, we blew through that 155.60 level. That was our resistance to the upside. The RSI is in overbought condition right now. And we're currently trading at 166, up 6.6 cents or 4.14%. And we got as high as 1705 last year. So this spread is going to incentivize operators to put gas back into the ground as soon as possible. And here's the weather forecast model. And this is the wind chill factor map from the GFS, the global forecasting system. And this is about the 19th. So that's when the cold weather is now forecast to come in. But as you can see here, if we move backward, we really have got some warmth coming through around the 9th here, all the way along the East Coast, Texas and Florida. So what is this, a pattern change? Is the cold now going to center toward the central part of the United States, tilt toward Texas, maybe the West? We're about to find out. Again, remember, we're transitioning from La Nina to ENSO neutral, so more variability in weather is to be expected. If we go further out, you can see we're still getting that massive cold temperatures around the Great Lakes, upper Midwest, back into the mid-Atlantic and New England states. Let's turn to Europe. And as you can see right now, colder temperatures. We've got a deficit to the 5-year average, and that is expected to continue to widen as we get through the rest of the month. As you can see, some of the colder temperatures really start to come in, again, around the same time as the US, around the 19th. So let's take a look at that storage level for the EU. And as you can see right now, we're down to 60%. This is as of January the 2nd. So right now, the worst country is Germany at 55%. Again, we talked about the deficit to the 5-year average could expand as high as 500 BCF, which puts a floor under US LNG. And here's China. And as you can see, the colder temperatures are really focused in on the Koreas, parts of Japan. And as you go forward in the forecast model, it stays relatively mild along the eastern provinces of China, but Beijing remains cold. And that is going to keep that Russian pipeline gas going to Beijing, which will increase LNG imports, into the Hong Kong area, Guangdong province in particular, that's right there. And let's turn to the US. This is the snow and ice cover, and as you can see, the Hudson Bay has frozen back over again. We are getting ice along the Great Lakes and some of the shallower areas right here around Green Bay, parts of Lake Erie, and even parts of Lake Superior and Ontario. So we've got nice snow cover from the upper Midwest right over back into the West Virginia area and back into Mid-Atlantic and New England. So that's been the pattern for La Nina. That colder temperature is keeping things down, especially with this snow cover. And let's look at the extended range temperature forecast. These are the anomalies, and it's that blowtorch that we're seeing here between the 5th and the 11th right now. And as you continue to move forward, pretty much the same. And then we go into the third week, and that's when we start seeing those colder temperatures return. As you can see, this is January 19th through the 25th, but then it moderates again toward the end of the month. We'll see. This is a Missouri market. It needs to see the cold in the 6 to 10-day temperature outlook, or it's not going to believe it. And let's turn to the stocks. This is the oil and gas E&P sector. Stocks between $2 and $10 billion and have a high short float. So what's going on? Well, natural gas stocks are down. CRK down 7% and CNX down 5%, with the oil stocks doing a little bit better here. Murphy is, well, down just 1.48%, Magnolia up 0.6%. So basically, it's kind of down. So not looking good because natural gas prices continue to fall. Again, recapping here for the spot February contract. We're currently trading at 341.40, down 20.4 cents, a little bit over 5.5%. Remember, we're going 5 days a week, so you're going to see us again tomorrow. All right, so let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.